What's up guys, DuArktik here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video we're gonna talk about something crazy. I don't even know what to say, but yeah, we have some bad news. Maybe for Scopely, maybe for everyone, we'll see. We're gonna take a look at some matches of the Starjammers team where they got destroyed by Spider Society. Yes, you heard me right, Starjammers getting destroyed by Spider Society. And this has been another disastrous release of characters in Marvel Strike Force, because multiple of the characters that we have going on right now in the game, they are full of bugs. So we're gonna start off with our Duck. It seems like its passive only works one time, because after it gets exhausted, it no longer works, even that it doesn't say anything. And in the data mines, in the files, it doesn't say anything as well, so it might be a bug, it might not be a bug, but this part of the passive is not working after it gets sacked once. So many people go right away and sack this guy, and he becomes absolutely useless. Absolutely useless. Then there is another problem with Lilandra passive, this one of flipping the vulnerables. Well, it actually does not work most of the times. And there is also some bug whenever Gladiator shows up, he bugs out as well. We don't know what's going on, it's crazy, but two characters that are bugged at the same time. Havok is gonna get released next week, and we'll see. We'll see if he's the only character that is gonna work or not. But, I mean, it's kinda lame that he has no synergies with Cyclops, right? Super lame. I really wish that they would put his name on Cyclops passive or something like that, so they could have some synergies of being together since they are brothers. Or Havok doing 0 damage to Cyclops and Cyclops giving 0 damage to Havok, because that's also a synergy that they have that is part of the Marvel lore. It would make the game a little bit more flavorful, but it's not the case. And finally we have our Duck. Maybe not finally, we're gonna talk about other topic. Our Duck, we have Groot. So what's the deal with Groot? Groot with his passive, he gains counters, and when he has counters, he gains additional counters. So there was a minor bug that it was glitching out the game. If you'd get counters 2 times in a row, it would crash the match, and then you'd lose right away, right? But it seems like at least this bug, they fixed it. All the other bugs, not really. But the worst one is really our Duck, because that means you can no longer use him on defense in order to protect certain teams. That you're gonna have to use him on offense, otherwise the team is gonna lose most of the value. And this is a big deal, because this means that the whole Starjammers team, if you don't use the 5 Starjammers team, then this team is going to suck in Cosmic Crucible defense. Even that they should have value in Cosmic Crucible defense. So whether it was on purpose, whether this was a bug or oversight by Scopely, we have a team that now has at least 30% less value than they would otherwise, or the envoys and Scopely and the player's voice did not test these characters on defense, which is something they should, right? If they're doing the testing, if they have all these teams in advance, it blows my mind that no one is doing any testing, and after 1 week of the release of these characters, we are finding all these bugs on the live server. It's really unbelievable. It doesn't make sense, but it's absolutely a big deal. Okay, let's talk about the other topic. Big shout out to Shastin that shared this with us. Yeah, there were no sacks here. This was 0 sacks, and Spider Society full team beats the Starjammers, or at least most of them. But we have Rocket, 3 diamonds Rocket, our Duck at 5 stars, Groot 3 diamonds as well, and then we have Star-Lord and Pavitr. And this is because Star-Lord gives extra speed, 20% extra speed, and also extra damage for Rocket and Groot. Now, this is going to be a big deal, and this was the last point that I wanted to make, is that everyone is saying that Rocket is doing no damage. He does literally no damage, even with offense up, even with all those things. He is 350% multiplier, because it's not piercing damage, because it's normal damage. if the enemies have defense up or deflect or anything like that, it does a lot less damage. So yeah, everyone is complaining that Rocket is doing no damage against the enemies, or usually when it does damage, it just goes through the barrier or something like that. Which is crazy because these guys should bypass barrier, right? These guys should have all kinds of abilities that bypass barrier, and it's not the case. It seems like it's working in a very wonky way. Hopefully it will get better whenever we have Havok, but at least right now this is an absolute disaster of a team released. It's worse than Nvidia and AMD releasing graphics cards. It's terrible. We're having the same performance that we had 2 years ago, which is absolutely insane, and it's the same problem with this team. We are having all kinds of bugs and we are having all kinds of bad performance that it shouldn't be happening for characters with 3 diamonds, not mine but the ones from other people. And overall it's an absolute disaster. There is nothing else to say. Okay, let's take a look at this match. We actually have the replay for this match, and once again, this was without any sacks. This is a major disaster. We have a raid team, a normal raid team, beating the latest and greatest Apex Cosmic Crucible team, they say. Something that you might not be aware right now, but I'm gonna tell you, is that the Starjammers, they get absolutely destroyed by characters with speed up, and that means Pavitra, right? Pavitra gives speed up to a bunch of characters, and depending on the room, you can give speed up for your entire team, and that right away will allow you to one-shot all the Starjammers. They literally have no chance. It's really unbelievable. I'm not sure what the envoys are doing. I'm not sure what Boundless Scopely is doing. It's an absolute disaster. This team gets rolled over like it's nothing, and it's way too crazy. And even on offense, they will struggle quite a lot against certain teams. Let's take a look at his replays. Once again, big shout out to Shastin for this. Let's take a look at his first match. So as you guys can see, one shot on room 4, we have 5 stars over the duck. We have everyone else at 3 diamonds except Starlord. But Starlord being small, it's a good thing because you want him to die right away. So your team gets offense up and your enemies get trauma. Let's take a look at this replay. We're gonna remove the audio just in case it's too loud. But we can see right here, let's jump the loading screen. This is an absolute disaster. I really don't understand what these guys are doing. So their Pavitra goes first, which is fine, because you want to get that speed up for your team. And look at that. He applies slow to everyone. He goes first, he applies slow to everyone. They don't have safeguard, they don't have anything. They delete the Pavitra, but after the Pavitra is done, they cannot do anything. And Spider-Man Noir, he keeps getting speed bar because this guy, the duck, he only stops at the beginning of the match. After that, they just roll over your ass. It's really crazy. Groot does not have defense up on spawn. You can say, oh yeah, but Lalander gives this or whatever. Yeah, sure, that's true. But at the same time, we should have other sorts of defense up, I think, because we have so many characters that, like Havok, that if you want, you should pair up with X-Men or Lalandra to pair up with Gladiator. So there is no reason for not having 2 characters that give defense up, like we have Astral, where we have also multiple characters that give defense up. So as you guys can see right here, we're getting absolutely demolished. And once again, this was a 3 diamonds team across the board on the characters that mattered. And they got absolutely rolled over by Spider Society. Spider Society, they don't go away. They just keep rolling. And we are going to get a new skill team next month. And I wonder if they're going to be as good as Spider Society. Okay, so there you go. Efficiency, we got 8,359, which is really good. Only 1 character died, but everyone else was full health. And this guy didn't even have Elarizer weight. Could it be better? I don't think so. I think it's pretty solid. Maybe a little bit more efficiency, but that's good. Let's take a look at the next match, where we have once again the Starjammers, at least part of the team. Once again, with Glelandra, with Havok. Scopely is telling you, oh yeah, you can make hybrids of this team, but at the same time, they get absolutely demolished. So this is to show that after you sack, forget about it, the Immortal X-Men. This was just like for testing, for science. But what we want to see here is that the Our the Duck passive does not work after they get sacked once. So they got sacked one time, this is the second attack, and you'll see that both Vulture and Green Goblin, they are just going through like crazy. They take out their speed bar, they're gonna apply slow to the enemies, and that gives huge advantage to them when they are on offense, right? So let's take a look at this match. Once again, another disappointment with the Starjammers. It really felt reading his kids that they're going to be good on defense. It's not the case. So look at this. Offense down, slow, and all their buffs got removed. Green Goblin goes second. Vulture goes first because they have multiple heroes. That's why he has more speed bar. We got the slow there from the Groot. That's fine. They go with Craven, ability block on Odin. That's a big mistake. You don't want to ability block Odin, otherwise he's going to activate his battlefield effect. Dr. Octopus goes, then Spider Slayer goes with his special, not the ultimate. But you can see that the entire team is dead already. They didn't even take a turn. They didn't even take a turn. It's terrible. It's really, really terrible. This team is absolute dog shit. Yeah, it's crazy. Which does not make sense. Once again, it does not make sense that the team is this bad when we have characters with X-Men tag, Cosmic Heroes, whatever. We have all these kind of tags that should tell us that the team has more flexibility. Well, it's just not the case. So once again, the team got absolutely destroyed, and that's pretty much it. So this means at the end of the day that this is a massive disappointment in terms of a release. Multiple bugs, the characters being absolute lacklusters, and I get it. We are getting Lolander for free, so we could not expect much. But at the same time, it's the 7th anniversary of Marvel Strike Force, and Marvel Strike Force does not learn. I have been playing other games that also had the anniversary right now. One game had the 10th anniversary, the other one had the 6th anniversary, and those games are giving free stuff like crazy, and there is no bugs. So what's the deal, Scopely? You have all these people, you have all these envoys and players' voice and bullshit. You have all these people testing for you stuff, and no one can figure out that these characters were full of bugs. I really don't understand, but that's the video for you. So, as you guys saw, Spider Society beats the Cosmic Crucible Apex team, supposedly, subject to change. Very disappointing. I don't know how to say. You guys let me know in the comments below what you think about this situation. Are you disappointed with Starjammers? I'm absolutely completely disappointed. They should be way better on defense, especially individually, right? Because once again, we have X-Men characters, we have Cosmic Hero characters, we have Guardians, we have all this stuff. So they should be a lot better to allow for the flexibility of different setups. But let me know all of that, what you think about this in the comments below. And as always, if you like information on these videos, make sure to share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for more Mouse Strike Force content. And I'll catch you guys later.